ain't really got nothing to talk about. I'm out here on the road, I'm sleepy. So I guess we're just gonna talk about what's been going on out here on the road. And then in the end, I might give y'all some more thoughts on some Cardi B bullshit. I be asking y'all for suggestions, man, anything you need to talk about. Yeah, I usually don't have that for me, but if you got something today, chime in and let me know, man. Get my attention in the check. And I get my opinion on it. I'm tired as fuck. This is why I'm so damn tired. What's up, Mike? I told y'all last episode, it's like they called me, they're like, hey man, go pick up this load in an hour. And then we're gonna have a pick load right there in Iowa. It's coming right back to Little Rock. We'll be back in Little Rock yesterday. Yeah, man, it's early. This one of them keep me awake missions. I'm finna explain how we got here. So, I was supposed to be back in Little Rock yesterday with the Iowa load. But the way they booked my loads, and anybody that's a truck driver gonna understand how stupid this was. My load that I took to Iowa was supposed to be unloaded at 7 a.m. My next load that I picked up to come back to Little Rock was an hour and a half away. Supposed to be getting loaded at 8 o'clock, so that's an hour. Now keep in mind, I gotta get unloaded. Ain't no telling how long it's gonna take to get unloaded. Sometimes, if they hop right on your ass, it might be about 30 minutes. If not, it might be 5-6 hours. Well, long story short, by the time I got unloaded, it was like 10 o'clock in the morning, which put me already 2 hours late to get loaded at the next spot, and it's an hour and a half away. Now, I went down there, charged $250 to get me a dope. I paid the money, and then I had to go wait at the truck stop for them to unload, but call me back to get unloaded. I go drop my trailer at the truck stop. I'm like, shit, well, I got this little idle time. I'm gonna go to Walmart. I go to Walmart. Do my load that was an hour and a half away, coming back to Little Rock. Boom. They booked me another load. They're like, hey, get here. I'm looking at the load when it comes through. I'm like, I'm not gonna make it in time for that load neither. It's supposed to pick up in 10 minutes. We'll load up in 10 minutes. It's about an hour away. So I'm on my way though. And I'm calling to see, they gonna be cool with me being late. They were like, man, don't even worry about it. Just pull over, we're gonna get you something else. I'll pull over to this other spot. They hit one another, they're like, hey, go here, take off now. You got time to make it, but not a lot of time. I'll take off, like a Migo. About 5 minutes down the highway, I get a call, they're like, hey man, don't even worry about that, go to this end. They call me back about 15 minutes. I'm like, they the ones crazy. I'm like, what you mean? He like, man, they give us one address that we can make it to, and then they let us know that once you get there, you gotta make a left, and then you go down here and go to this address, and we're not gonna be able to make it to that one. So man, just pull over, man, I'm gonna get something for you. So I sit there, and after about 2 hours, maybe 3, load information comes through for me to go to South Dakota. 6 6.5 hours away, unloaded. But I get paid for unloaded miles. But I'm like, damn. I look at the time person, look like not only do I ain't got to be there till tomorrow, but it's like it's gonna be a 2.5 hour drive. Some tell me look at that shit again. It's a 6.5 hour drive. Man, let me get on the damn highway. So I get on the highway now. I'm mentally wore out. I'm tired mentally. 6.5 hours later, I show up. Go to sleep. Wake up early the next morning. Well, late the next morning because the pickup was at 10. So I got up at 9 something. I make it there about 9:45. I check in. They tell me, you might want to call your company. I said, why you say that? He said, because y'all got another driver out there in Doe picking up this exact same load. He just gave me that same number by 9:30. So I called them. It's a big old mishap. Sitting there about 2 hours, they finally tell me like, hey man, they got your number, go back in. So I go back in. Dude like, I don't know nothing about what you're talking about. We do that one more time about 2 hours later, so now I've been here about 4 hours. Dude like, yeah, I still don't see this what y'all talking about. Y'all need to get y'all shit together. So I go back out there and wait. Bunch of damn time go by. Finally around 5 o'clock, I decided to call my dispatcher like, man, what's going on? Like, I know you fit to get out of work. So I need to go to the truck stop and wait on another load for tomorrow. He's like, man, they gave you another number. I thought they didn't give it to you. I saw when I came back from lunch. I'm like, yeah, they gave it to you. They ain't give me shit. I'm like, they gave it to you. They ain't gave me shit. I'm like, all right, man. Once I go in there this time, they tell me, okay, well, that load is for 21:30, which is 9:30. I'm like, huh? Tonight? They're like, yeah. I'm like, so I just got to come back at 9:30? You're like, no. You could drop your trailer and just go do whatever you got to go do, and we'll call you when it's done. I'm like, bet. So I drop the trailer on the lot. I go to the truck stop, eat a little something, watch a movie or something, go to bed. 1:30 in the morning, I'm asleep. I get the phone call, come get the trailer. Boom. 1:30 in the morning, not 1:30 just passed. 1:30 the other night. So I go do that. I go get my truck weighed up, fuel up, all that shit. I had to weigh the truck a few times, so it took about 3 hours down there. I hit the road. I'm trying to figure out, because I don't see no, somebody growing something good out here. Mississippi. That shit's threw me for a loop. I couldn't find my delivery date and time. But I know on my first one that I was supposed to pick up at 10 o'clock, had me delivering Wednesday, Thursday, today at 8 a.m. So I'm like, shit, that probably going to be for the next day at 8 a.m. or something like that, or at least tonight. On my dispatch so I'll be sure so I can my time. He like, is you driving right now? I say, you in violation. My tablet don't say I'm in violation. But my tablet had froze and did some more shit and it went offline. So I really was in violation. We got that fixed, and when we got it fixed, I'm like, damn, I got 4.5 hours to drive when I just had like 8.5 hours to drive. So when I took my little 4.5 hours, You gotta think about it. I ain't been up that long. I'm gonna take my 10-hour break. I'm not tired. I'm not sleepy. So I'm in the truck just bored as hell doing whatever. Not sleeping. And my 10-hour break was up at midnight. Maybe around 10 o'clock, I finally started getting a little bit of sleep. Maybe it was like 9:30. I think I had like about three hours to sleep. Boom, got up at midnight, and I've been driving ever since. That's why I'm so damn tired. Here after 8, that means I've been driving 8 hours. On 3 hours sleep, got an hour to go, an hour and 16 minutes. But it's truck driving, man. Just how it goes sometimes. Trying to get this money, pay these bills. I was reading something the other day. I wish I had it here in front of me to read it. Y'all, man, so it make no sense about Cardi B. I would have to do a lot more extensive research to map out a whole episode about it. But I'm gonna just give it to you how it is on my man. Somebody was going through her accomplishments and her things and shit. And they were like, people don't notice that every time Cardi B is in the news, it's for some whole shit. It ain't never for no stand-up ass shit. It's always some whole shit. And I started thinking about it. And I was like, yeah, that's some whole shit. Basically, when you boil down to it, it's like these motherfuckers just took a ratchet ass stripper. Got her teeth fixed, got her booty fat, got her titties perky, tatted her up, and unleashed on the public. Let people write music for, gave her some banging ass beats, put her with one of the niggas out of the hottest groups at the time, let them get married, and let her rap about the whole shit she could rap about. Basically. Like, man, I always tell y'all that the music is to entrap the young minds, the kids, and it is, and it do. And I be like, in my head, I be like, man, what can we say or what can we do to get these kids' attention back? And the only thing I can come up with is raising my damn self. Like, you have to be more active, proactive to what your kids are getting and pick up. I'll be explaining to folks, I'm like, look, your kids gonna learn all day, every day. That's how sponge work is soak up. So when they go to school, they learn it. When they come back on the bus, they learn it on the bus. If you don't snatch them up at the school and start putting your teachers in them, then they gonna go outside to the streets to their friends and start getting their teachers because they still learning. You at the house watching TV or at work or whatever you doing, cooking, cleaning, laying down, or adulting. If you're not teaching your kids, they learn it from somebody else. But that little time that you get where you could be the one teaching them, a lot of us neglect it. We put a phone in their hand, we put a tablet in their hand, we push them off in front of their TV. We let Cardi B rap to them. You know what I'm saying? Moneybag Yo rap to them. NBA Young Boy, Kodak Black. And then we wonder why by the time they hit 14 years old, they on go mode. They trained to go by the streets, by the hoes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just how it is. Like I say, they learning all day. Who they learning from? Shit, you got to choose who your kids gonna learn from. See, I'm at that point in my life where I see this shit. So I'm like, if I had a child, then after school, you gotta be either you in the house with me learning something, you somewhere with some family that I can trust to teach you something. You're in a program, you know what I'm saying, after school activities, something that's gonna have your mind focused on something besides soaking up what the streets got for you. Because when you let a motherfucker get to the streets get a hold of them, the streets don't let go. It's 13, it's 12, 10, 9-year-olds right now. The streets got them so tough, you can't get them back. They already wrapped up in it. They already got the lingo. They already know the dress code. They already know how to behave, how to talk. They already bent and warped. You can't reshape it. Because the first thing the streets gonna teach you is mom and daddy them lame. Mom and daddy them haters. Mom and daddy them old. They don't know what's going on there. The streets gonna have an excuse, anything they can come up with to keep you away from getting out the streets. And it's so deep.
Keep right to US 49W.
To grown motherfuckers be caught up in it. Let me tell y'all something, man. Why it's all coming back to me, all the things that I wanted to talk to y'all through. I wanted to talk to y'all about throughout the week. The Young Thug and Gunna situation where Thug was talking about, if you're a rapper and a rat, you might as well just go do gospel music. I had to go on there and leave Young Thug a message like, say, bro, if you want to be a rapper and a street boss, you might as well stay in prison. These folk gave you a buddy pass, nigga, to come out and kick with your buddies instead of doing all that time in prison. And you just out here for a little while before you go back.
Keep right
because
to US
look at your way of thinking.
49W.
You so caught up in doing what the streets want you to do, saying what the streets want you to say, that you don't realize you are in position to be a boss, nigga. You're not a boss right now because you can't think for yourself.
Continue on the current road.
See, that's one thing I applaud Gunna on, because Gunna was thinking for himself. And this is another thing. Let me tell y'all something. Just, I don't give a fuck how street you is, how gangster you is. Listen to what I'm saying. Put yourself in this situation. Your homeboy get caught up in some of your bullshit. You are Young Thug. Your homeboy Gunna. Your homeboy get caught up in some of your bullshit. You know damn well he didn't have nothing to do with your bullshit. Instead of crying and whining, he go to jail, he go to prison with you. He sit there. Till one day the folks come to him with a deal and they say, hey bro, if you say this about your homeboy, we will let you go. You can get back to the money. You can look out for your homeboy. You can look out for his family. You can look out for your family. Keep in mind, that this shit we want you to say about your homeboy, we're not going to use it against him in a court of law. Also, keep in mind, we gonna let you go, and we're not gonna bring you back to testify against your homeboy. Nothing you say, and we gonna tell you what to say. We want you to say one thing, and when you say it, we're not gonna use it against him. Meaning, If we don't already know it about your homeboy, we ain't already got the evidence, then we just ain't gonna have nothing on the nigga. But we want you to say this, and it ain't gonna affect him no way possible. You being Young Thug, you being that homeboy, would you not want your nigga to go home? Fuck all the street politics and fuck all the street rules and what the streets, the concrete, say that you as a human should do to be a real nigga. Be a real homeboy. You know damn well your homeboy kids and mama and everything out here missing him, needing him, and he ain't got nothing to do with what he locked up for. He can go home today and it ain't gonna cause you no problems and nobody else no problems. Would you not want your homeboy to go home? Cause I'm gonna be real. I would tell my homeboy, nigga, you dumb as hell if you don't tell them folks what they wanna know. I wouldn't give a damn if you told them folks everything I ever did in my life. They done already told you they not gonna use it against me, and they're not gonna bring you back to court to testify. Bro, go home. Put some money on my book when you get here. Nigga, I got 8, 9 kids. Young Thug got a handful of gang of kids. Say, man, look out for my kids. Say, man, go in the studio and drop a new album, bro, and put them verses. You know I got 100 verses out there, man. Go do a duet album with me, man. Pay somebody to put the album together, man, so my kids can eat. But we not both fit to just sit in this damn jail and rot, because that's what the streets want. That's why I say Young Thug not a boss, bro. You came home from prison, and you ain't used none of the time you was in prison. Nigga, your baby mama dead, your homeboy dead, your brother dead, rich homie Quan dead, Nipsey dead. You ain't wrote nothing for now one of these people. You done did all this time, you just came home off of Rico. You ain't got nothing to say about none of this shit to make some money off of. Everything out your mouth come through your fingers on motherfucking Instagram, and it's all about Gunna. You talking about whatever Wham say go. Nigga, Wham ain't saying shit. Wham ain't talking about shit. Nigga, you blew Wham up, Wham took his ass home and got to doing what he do. Gunna stay by your side, nigga. Why as hell, making money, making music. Wham went over there with Pete and them. You see what I'm saying? Man, bosses gonna do some boss shit, real boss shit, bro. They gonna call some shots, it's gonna take care of people. They gonna make money. That's one thing about it. Every nigga I ever called the boss signed a paycheck for me, if not weekly, bi-weekly. You ain't doing shit to make no money right now. You sitting on your ass talking about the next man. The only nigga that's making money around your label. I don't get it. And that's why I say, man, once the streets get a hold of a motherfucker, it's so hard to grip off of them. Niggas be grown ass men. And the streets still dictate every move they make. You not gonna tell me you done worked your way out the streets and you can't seem to let them go. My nigga, you got songs with Elton John. I'm gonna say this again. Thug, you got songs with motherfucking Elton John, bro. But you still wanna live your life by what the streets do. I'm talking about what another rapper do. You don't deserve that boss status. You don't deserve to make that money. That's why all the fans on that post you made about Gunna turned on you. Because they like, say, bro, we was rocking with you when you was out here. You went to prison, we was rocking with you. We started looking at shit different. We seen how silly. We just knew you saw it too. We just knew you was about to come home and get on your grown man real nigga shit. And you let us down. You let us down, man. Ever since you came home, the only thing we done heard out your mouth was shit about this dude, man. And then you act like this dude was the reason you was in prison. He not, nigga. You the motherfucking reason he was in prison. How do y'all not see this shit? You mad at a nigga, you got caught up in some bullshit. That's why I say, man, when the push came to shove, gotta say, you know what? I'm not finna sit in prison and rotting away trying to keep it real with this nigga. But at the same time, the nigga ain't do nothing to hurt you. Motherfuckers use that rat word, and I'm like, man, who the hell did this nigga rat on? Name me one nigga this nigga got put in prison. See, it's other niggas that got niggas put in prison that y'all still fuck with. I said the same thing about 6ix9ine. Who did he get put in prison? Because if you ask me, all them niggas was in prison already. Just being real. Shotty, Mel, Murder them, they picked all them niggas up first. And they didn't pick him up because of nothing 6ix9ine said. Nine might have cooperated, but he didn't go in there and tell on you niggas and get y'all locked up. Y'all got y'all self locked up. And it's in the feds, so we already know the feds had your ass when they came and got your ass. They came and got y'all for kidnapping dude. They came and got y'all for plotting to murder dude. That shit was on video and wiretap. Just like they came and got him for putting that hit on Chief Keef. That shit was on motherfucking video. And the worst part about it was, you can pull the shit up right now on YouTube and go watch it. It was one of you niggas recorded the shit. It wasn't no motherfucking feds. This nigga was on phone handling his business, and one of you niggas in the circle was sitting there recording the shit. Put it up there in the business. In the social media settings. So, you got to call a spade on all this shit, man. I'm 43 years old. I ain't got no problem telling you niggas that the Stop Snitching campaign is dead, bro. If you think about it, we just gonna be real. It was put here so that motherfuckers that was doing wrong by us in our communities could get away with it and keep on doing it. So murderers can stay free, keep on murdering. Drug dealers can stay free, keep on drug dealing. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers how they picks and chooses on who can fuck up the community and who can't. See, y'all let goddamn me Myron say no. Give a fuck if he suck the old people, if he suck the kids, none of that. Y'all don't give a fuck what Myron do. Y'all let Trey click this switch and catch dancing bodies all goddamn day long. But as soon as Martin go over there and do something to your little sister, he's a pedophile and we gonna tell on him and get him locked up. He's supposed to be locked up. Say nigga, all these motherfuckers supposed to be locked up. let's keep it 100. All these motherfuckers supposed to be locked up. If they was locked up, they wouldn't be out here to influence our kids. They wouldn't be out here to tell our kids what to do, to jump in the gang or to give them the bad information, or for a motherfucker to look up to them and think it's cool. Motherfucker be looking at them like, you dumbass nigga. A lot of these young niggas, man, is going to prison. One thing I say about it is, this generation, these niggas, at a young age, know how to get out here and get some money. But these same niggas at a young age don't know how to stay alive or stay free. Nigga be 14 with $20,000, nigga be 15 and dead. They're being real. $14 with $20,000, 15 and dead. 16 life sentence. Shit ain't cool, man. It's hard. It ain't no clear-cut way to reverse the shit that we going through. As always, like I say, we just gotta nip it in the bud. We just gotta nip it in the bud, man. The only way to do that is, like I said at first, man, you got to be proactive. You got to get out here and damn near snatch your kids up. As soon as they get off this school bus, man, and start being that positive influence, that positive role model. You know, Detroit. I remember when we was young. When we was kids, they would always, every summer we went to the boys' club on 33rd Street called Thrasher. And it was a man, I'm gonna tell you who he looked like. Nigga looked like Shaq. I ain't know who the fucking Shaq was, but he was tall. He was like slim, muscular, like thick with it though. Not like it's cut up, ripped up, but not fat at all. But a nigga like he been working on a goddamn farm all his life. Had that mustache with a little pork chop sideburn, thick ass mustache, short type of afro. Nigga like he was out the 70s, but this was the 80s. But this man, and we couldn't tell back then, but dude gave a fuck about us, cared about us. It's things that I know to this day that I learned from him. And I didn't realize everybody didn't know. I knew about Juneteenth when I was a child. He taught me the importance of Juneteenth. Look, not just me. He would call us like, when Juneteenth come around, we would celebrate. He put us all in the gym. And he told us, he's like, hey, today is the start of Juneteenth. I know y'all might not know what that is, but let me tell you, it's part of your black history. As a kid, it make it, you know, we love some black history. And he told us, look, man, when we was free, them folks didn't want us to know we were free. And it wasn't no phones and shit like that. Most black people couldn't read or write. So they wasn't sending letters all over the place to tell each other. The information was trickling down little by little. But when we got free, we didn't know it. Said we got free around this time. It was around this time in June when we started getting information. People can't pinpoint the exact date. They just know it was in the teens. That's why we celebrate Juneteenth, because we're not sure exactly what day it is. These folks say the 19th because it's the last day. But Juneteenth is from the 13th to the 19th. The whole week. But they're not going to give us a week to celebrate our independence. They should, as long as it took us to get it. We should be taking the same amount of time to celebrate it. What's up with it? But he would tell us, like, man, every day we gonna learn something different. We gonna do something different pertaining to this holiday. And it wasn't an official holiday back then. I'm 43. It's been an official holiday, what, 4 years now? This is when I was in elementary school. And I'm gonna say it's probably 300 to 400 kids at this boys club, maybe more. So imagine all these kids dude is looking out for and teaching and spending his time with. Like, I'm pretty sure dude had other things he could have been doing. His kids was grown. How do I know? Because one of them worked at the boys club as a lifeguard. The man's name was Luke. His son's name was Luke Paul. We called him Paul. But it was just a positive role model we had, and you got to think about it, man. I'm so grateful for my mama thinking about us in them summers that we could have been just out there in the projects, and we didn't live in the projects. We lived down the street from the projects, but my mama already knew that's where we was gonna be at. We was gonna be getting into some shit. We was gonna be picking up more bad habits, more bad ways. And it's like, if she's seeing already the stuff we picking up during the school year, just after school, imagine what we're gonna be picking up in the summertime all day long. And you gotta realize, we growing up, it's real deep gang banging on our street. Just having the street bikes going, just having the street was shorty folk. If you keep on across the street, 65th, Westgate ended up being Bloods, but at the time, it was a mixture. My mama didn't do that shit. As kids, we didn't realize it. It was very little gang violence at the boys club. Now, we was in a gang-infested neighborhood. And get out in the neighborhood. But it wasn't an all-day, everyday thing. You'd rather be at the boys club out trying to get on some girls, or watching a movie, or playing basketball, or playing pool, shooting pool, in the swimming pool or something, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they have little field trips and shit for us to do. But you got to do something with your kids, man. Because the streets always got something for them to do. It's always another hat out here. It's always another bag of dope out here. It's always another strap out here. You know what I'm saying? There's always some more ops out here. There's always a gang out here. Your child. If you ain't got nothing for them to do. Idle mind, idle hands, idle time, all that. The devil used all of that. You got to be aware, man. It's summertime right now. Early in the morning, before your child get their day started right. Plan something for them, man. figure out something for them to do besides just, Mom, I'm going outside. Dad, I'm going outside. Because you know what's outside?
In 1.5 miles,
Yeah,
keep
influence.
right to US 49 South.
Influence out there, the gang out there, the gun out there, the drugs out there. Everything negative is out there. Now, it's positive out there. But from experience, mine and yours, how many kids go outside and find the positive on their own? The negative is what's exciting, what draws you in. You know what I'm saying? This what draws you in, the negative, the bad. So you got to find something for them to do.
Keep right to US 49 South.
And I know when I say shit like that, it's easier said than done. But just like everything in life, it's the hard shit in life that's worth it. That's how life is. That's how God set it up. It's the things that you have to work for the hardest that's gonna mean the most. One of my analogies that I like to use is and I usually use it for something different, but this is gonna apply to this. The pearls is
In
at the
3
bottom of the
miles,
ocean
keep left to
in
Mississippi
a clam
16.
mouth. The diamonds is down deep in the dirt. The gold is down deep in the cave, the mines. You have to work to get that good shit. It ain't gonna come easy. You got to put some work in to go down there and get that pearl. You got to dig that diamond up. You got to dig and go through that mountain to get that gold. You know what I'm saying? Gravel ain't precious. You can go outside and get that shit anywhere. Right on the ground. There it go. Yeah, right there. You ain't got to put too much work in at all. Now, if you a hustler, you can make some money on gravel any damn way. No sweat off your back. Gonna make it work. But how much gravel you think you got to go get to get $1,000? How much gold you got to go get to get $1,000? It ain't the same. God know what he be doing. Whether you know it or not. He put his plan together way before you was ever thought about it. Perfected it. Got it right. And we sitting here still trying to figure it out. So yeah, even though it's hard to snatch your kid up, man, and find something positive for him to do at all times. The juice is worth the squeeze. You might not think about it, but every time the news come on and somebody's child dead and it ain't yours, it's a reason for it. You know what I'm saying? It's some people who ain't never gonna worry about their child being the one that got killed by the gang violence because they kids ain't gonna never be around the gang violence. They done raise their kids up to know, hey, it's okay to go over there and have fun, but when I see these certain type of people start pulling in, it's time we start pulling out. Like they were saying about the Diddy party, you got to leave before the devil show up. So yeah, it ain't that the kids can't go to the party, the kids can't go to the park, they can't do this and that. But once you train them right, and they know, hey, you fucking with them games, and this is why. Tell them why. That way, when they not around you, they can make their own
In 3/4
educated
of a
decisions.
mile, keep left to Mississippi 16.
Our lives have been written out, but the whole thing we got to realize is scripts change. Because even though it's been written out, God writes out the life He wants for you, and then He gives you your opportunity to go live that life. Everybody not gonna live that life. Everybody don't want it. You got some people that like I used to be. They gonna deny God. They gonna turn their back on God. They gonna do all this and that. They gonna miss their blessings. All that. God got them blessings there for you every day of your life. And you got some people that practice on missing them. You got some people that wake up every day and find out a new way to miss out on their blessings. Trees grow up, but they got branches.
Continue on US 49.
And every decision you make in your life decides where that branch gonna go, how far it's gonna grow. Is you gonna go that way on the branch, or is you gonna go on this part of the limb that's growing out the branch? And now you're gonna be on this little twig, and now you turn to a leaf. Well, you got some people that's still on the tree that's going all the way up to the top. Because they never cut from the path and went over to the side and became a branch. And you got some people that's branches, and they still growing upward a little bit. But then you got some that say, you know what? God, I don't want to be a branch. I'm going to keep fucking up. I want to be a limb. So now you growing off the branch. And you got people that still ain't good enough. They want to be a twig. You growing off the limb. That ain't good enough. You want to be a leaf. Pretty soon you going to die and fall off the damn tree. But to show you how God works. What if you get all the way down there to where you about to be leaf status, where you fit to die and just draw up and fall off the tree? And God said, you know what? I see you making that effort. Now, you ain't gonna never be a twig again, and you ain't never gonna be a limb again. You ain't gonna be no branch, and you damn sure not gonna be the tree. But instead of making you a leaf, you know what I'm gonna do with you? Because I see you repenting and you want to be better. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna make you an apple. You're gonna flourish and you still gonna fall off the tree. But you're gonna fall off the tree with a purpose. You're not just gonna fall on the ground and die. I'm gonna make you an orange. I'm gonna make you a pecan, you know what I'm saying? A plum. You're not gonna just be a leaf to fall off the tree and die. You're gonna come off this tree with a purpose. That's how God works. Because at the end of it, you don't know. You wasn't supposed to be a tree. You was always supposed to be an apple. Yeah, the tree is still there doing what it do. But when somebody came and plucked you off the tree, you was the best thing on the tree to them. You was the whole reason for the tree to exist because they wanted the apple. But when you was branching out the tree and you was steady messing up, you didn't see that your blessing was coming in the end. That's why I say, man, it ain't never too late. God can always. But a lot of people play themselves out. And by the time they open their eyes, it's too late. You a leaf on the ground, you drying up. The thing about it is, it still ain't too late. Because what if that leaf gets swept up in a pile fire and get through on the burn, keep somebody warm, somebody put the burn to keep it warm, you still got use. It may not be the life you saw for yourself, but at the end you were still useful. Just don't never be useless. Don't go through life every day missing your blessings. I had to tell some people on Facebook that were artists, some young folks, and they would argue about how maturity and realizing God ain't real and all this. I told them, check this out. It's a 50-50 chance that you're right. That means the coin you right, you flip the coin you wrong. But look at the consequences of you being wrong and the consequences of you being right. Look at the perks of you being wrong and look at the perks of you being right. My nigga, I'm choosing God. If I die and find out, well damn, God wasn't real. Hey, gotta be real. The way he was fixing my life and putting my shit back on track, I wasn't doing it. If it was just fate or luck or whatever it was, then you still not gonna be able to convince me that me believing in God didn't bring me that luck. Because I know what my life was like before that. Even if I'm still living the same life and me believing in God just gave me a different outlook on my life and made me start appreciating shit, I'd rather be one that's appreciating the life that I have. And every day waking up and y'all say, man, I feel blessed. No matter what I'm going through, I feel blessed. Then the niggas waking up saying, man, no matter what I do, no matter what's happening for me, to me, it ain't good enough for me to believe in God. We got the same life, but I'm looking at it like I feel so blessed because the way I'm looking at my life, the way I'm looking like this gotta be God. I'd rather be that dude than the one that's going through this exact same shit and feeling like ain't no God. Because I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Even before I realized what God was doing for me, he was doing it. And I didn't realize it. I was being blessed every day then, and I didn't realize it. You know the days I woke up in prison and could have died, could have lost my life? You know the times I didn't rob somebody or done somebody wrong and I could have died behind that? How many times I sold drugs and I could have got robbed or lost my life behind that? Man, that be God. God spurred me because he knew I was going to get my shit together one day. You know what I'm saying? He knew I was going to get my shit together one day. That I was going to be preaching his word one day. That I was going to be telling people about him one day. So I'm going to spare you. Because I know you are going to get right. I know you. I made you myself. And that's just how I feel about it. You're not going to change my mind. I'm at that point where you're not going to change my mind. I've been brought through too much shit. You're not going to change my mind. I've seen too much shit. You're not going to change my mind. I'm not going back. Because I know where I came from. I know what I came through. And I know I didn't make it through that shit by myself. My mama prayed for me for a long time before I started praying for myself. That's why I say, man, sometimes you got to be the one that's going to mess the next person. Sometimes you got to be the one that's going to pray for them because everybody's not going to pray for themselves. But if you pray for them long enough, then maybe one day they will. Maybe one day they'll be the one praying for you. They'll be the one on some righteous shit that's going to come through and save your life or help you out your jam. Because now that their heart open, God can put that type of stuff on their heart. They ready to receive it. know exactly what he's doing. It's up for us to catch on and fulfill our purpose in life. And like the Bible says, once you start taking them steps, he taking it twice as many as you. You take one, he take two. I wanna go to somebody's church and preach. And I want my sermon to be, do you know your Bible? And what I mean by do you know your Bible is, when we read the Bible, we reading everybody's story running. John the Baptist, Luke, the running me, all this stuff we read. Genesis, Exodus, all this stuff we read is other people's stories. You got John's story, you got Luke's story, you got Mark's story, you got Jesus' story, you got Moses' story, you got all these stories, you got Pharaoh's story. Your Bible that I want you to know is your stories. Look back over your life as long as you've been alive and think about all the stuff that God has done for you. All the stuff God brought you through, all your trials and tribulations, because that's your Bible. God was there in every last one of them situations, every last one of them stories. And you can tell people your Bible when you know it. See what I'm saying? You can tell people how God brought you through poverty, how he brought you through a situation when you was getting beat on as a child or molested or whatever it was. When you was in prison, you lost your job. Your kids was out here stressing you the hell out. You was in the gang, or you was drug dealer, whatever it was. That's your Bible. Them your stories. You had prayers for all of that, just like when they go and they talk about, well, these are the prayers and Psalms. You got your own book of Psalms. Whether it's just, oh God, God please, Father help me. Them is prayers. And we all got them. Even people who don't profess to believe in God or call on God when their gun get put in their face. Call on God when the police get behind them. You know what I'm saying? Call on God when they get scared. When life gets the flash for your eyes, oh God. I remember when I had a wreck, not directed in the 18-wheel, I was in my 4Runner. It was me and my brother Lil Cool out in the snow. I'm spinning. I'm on the overpass. Head on into the guardrail, like the guardrail's on the side of the highway or the side of the overpass. I'm spinning. And it's about a 40-foot drop if I go over this bridge. I smacked it head on. I had a bumper grill on the front of my car, like how the police be having on their shit. When I hit it, my truck stood up on the grill, up like this. I'm looking down over the guardrail. I can see 18-wheelers swerving down there on the ice and snow. And I'm thinking we fit to flip and go down there. Not only is we gonna hit, but we gonna get ran over by the 18-wheeler. While we up there teetering, just slightly teetering, my brother was in the passenger seat. He swung and hit me in my chest. He looked at me and said, God, I don't want to die like this. And the truck jumped down on all four. As soon as he said it, I'll never forget it. The thing about it is, he didn't even notice it. I had to tell him, he was like, for real? fuck you mean for real? Yes, nigga. When you hit me and said, God, I don't want to die like this. The truck came down, bro. The way we needed it to come down to stay alive. And see, it's little things like that that I look back and I'm like, man, God been trying to show me, been trying to call me for a long time. He been doing little stuff, man, to let me know, like, to get my attention, to say, hey, nigga, you don't see me? Nah, you see me now? I'll be so wrapped up in life, I just keep on moving. Missing my little blessings, except for the ones that are necessary to keep me alive. But, like I said, man, the moral of the story today is, make sure you be the one teaching and reaching your child, man. Because everything that everybody else wants to, but they don't get their privilege. It's a privilege to be the one to mold and shape a child. And as your child, you need to be the one doing it. That being said, don't be afraid to take that long road, instead of that wrong road. Do things the long way, instead of the wrong way. Find somebody to help. Tell somebody you love them. You know I love y'all, and I appreciate you, man. We out.